I always like being challenged. That's why I do the job that I do. I'm interested in what we're doing tomorrow. Core is for anybody that wants high quality audio in a mixed environment. What we realised when we launched the Core is how quickly the industry was changing and adopting these smaller spaces. What we learned very quickly was that the spaces that speakers are being used in is getting more and more constrained. And even more so with immersive applications. So then we set about figuring out how best to meet this smaller room requirement as well as supplement the bigger range. The recommended Atmos setup is a 9.1.6, so that's 16 speakers in a space that's getting increasingly smaller. The Core was designed to be a replacement for the Air series. So we've added the Core 5 and the Core Compact Sub. And the idea is that they can be used in a small room as an immersive application. Maybe you want 359s as your left, centre, right, but you don't have any width in your room, so you can't fit Core 7s. Then the 5 makes the perfect ideal surround speaker. You might use the 5s also as ceiling speakers or surround speakers in a bigger setup with maybe 47s or 59s as your main speakers. But because it's part of the Core range, you can do that. It's mix and match. We deliberately chose things like the Pascal amplifier. And one of the reasons for using Pascal is that they have a standard connector. So when we developed the DSP motherboard, we knew we could upscale it or downscale it. So that allows us to have the same quality electronics in the products, but also scale it appropriately. And that has led to a really good product and then consistency across the range. When we launched Core, we absolutely had immersive applications in mind. Absolutely. That was very much in the design brief for the Core. But what we missed was how small rooms were getting. So I don't think we failed in the development of the Core. I think we realised that the industry was changing as we were launching the products. But with the explosion of content and the shrinking of the rooms, suddenly a Core 7's a big speaker, which has necessitated the new models. It's really important to us that a Dynaudio speaker sounds like a Dynaudio speaker. I think with regards to the older speakers, you just had to work harder and really understand your system and your craft to be able to get fantastic results. And what we get with the new ones is we shrink things a little bit and we get a bit more SPL and we get more detail and more space. All those things that allow users to do mixes more quickly, more efficiently. But it's much better, and you notice poor production much easier, even on what we would consider a compromised system. And that's a good thing for me, a real good thing for the industry. And it keeps us on our toes because it means we keep having to make higher and higher performing loudspeakers.